Akko and Diana are great complements to each other in that they both excel in areas where the other needs to improve on. The main focus of Akko's early characterization is on her blind ambition. She attends Luna Nova with the goal of becoming a witch like Shiny Chariot, and she sees magic with a sense of childlike wonder. If you compare her to everyone else on the show, you'll see that she's the only one who carries this optimistic outlook. The professors are either close-minded because of how strict they are with traditions, or constantly worried about the academy's financial situation. Even the students are capable of some pretty cynical commentary towards their own school, as shown in episode 1 where a group of students state the fact that the school, including commoners, is a sign of its decline. Susie and Constance are both devoted to their individual crafts, yet are indifferent towards magic as a whole. When Akko suggests to Lotte and Susie that they put on a show instead of the sacrifice ritual during the Samhain festival, they express their disinterest in trying to break tradition and question how Akko can be so gung-ho about it. However, her childish outlook and persistence is eventually what wins people over, as she is able to remind them of their own passions. But the reason why I would call her mindset blind ambition is because of her many flaws and shortcomings. Early on, Akko is very adamant to the dull teaching methods of the academy because it doesn't fit her vision of what a school for magic should be like. She's also self-entitled and always overestimates her abilities, believing that she has some hidden potential she can awaken on command. Diana, on the other hand, is the exact opposite, in that she is extremely proficient in her abilities and has adapted herself into the old ways of the academy, being brought up as a poster girl for those ideals that praise book smarts and technical ability. Her achievements and respect are very much earned, because she has dedicated an insane amount of time to both reading books and practicing magic. However, she's also the prime example of the negative effects of these rigid methods, having lost touch on the reason she had a passion for magic in the first place, and losing her individuality due to living up to the expectations of others. Though she certainly does have a deep respect for the legacy of her family name, something I'll be discussing in a later part, her goal to save it seems to come more from obligation than her own ambitions. Now to sum up these comparisons, Akko has naive passion and outlook, yet lacks discipline and actual ability. Diana is exceptionally gifted, yet lacks individuality and genuine passion. The show criticizes both these mentalities, and rightfully so. Mistaking overwhelming passion for real ability, or losing a wide-eyed attitude towards the things you're passionate about, are pitfalls for a lot of people. We can see how Akko's and Diana's weaknesses and strengths complement each other in as early as episode 2, when Akko stops Diana from killing the Papillodia, yet she herself does not know the correct pronunciation of the spell in order to hatch them, something that Diana's vast knowledge provides. Here, it took both Akko's childish outlook as well as Diana's book smarts to solve the problem. And this isn't the last time this happens, which I'll be getting into. Over the course of the show, Akko and Diana learn to make up for their flaws. Akko, through her search for the 7 words, understands the value of hard work and patience. Diana, through Akko's influence, realizes she doesn't have to give up her own dreams to save her family legacy. However, the strengths that are unique to their personalities, as well as their shortcomings, still stay pretty consistent even towards the end of the show. In episode 7, for example, where Akko has now begun to exert effort in her studies, she still manages to fail in a lot of it, as she is just not naturally gifted like Diana. But the episode also reminds us that one of her greatest strengths is just to be able to use magic to make someone happy, as she gives up her chance to take a test to save a fish's family. For Diana, even when she's begun pursuing her own dreams, she's still the most level-headed and practical person between her and Akko, even warning her not to go to Wagandia yet because of the risk of losing her powers. Despite having similar passions, Diana doesn't share the same reckless attitude Akko has in going after them. Episode 13 perfectly showcases the differences in their individual abilities during their performances for the Samhain Festival. Diana's is this difficult and traditional summoning magic, while Akko's is just her own awkward but unique metamorphosis magic. Side by side, these performances are like seeing the works of a technically proficient artist who is on a level of mastery based on well-defined standards, and that of a less practiced but more expressive one. Both Diana and Akko, however, have expressed a sense of jealousy and admiration for what the other is capable of. Their relationship is also meant to contrast the one between Croa and Chariot. The accounts of the teachers describing how they were like in school can also describe Diana and Akko to a T, with Croa being this vastly talented and studious witch, and Chariot who didn't do great in her studies, but was passionate and had a strong sense for magic. I won't go too deep into Croa and Chariot right now because I'll probably have more to say about them in another part. But the biggest difference between them and Akko and Diana is that Akko and Diana develop a bond throughout the series as opposed to Croa and Chariot whose friendship has broken apart. Akko and Diana have both had times where they had to support each other and times when they lose faith in themselves. But emotional support isn't the only thing they provide for each other. Remember that Akko still couldn't fly even when they had to go fight the magic nuke, and she depended on her friends, especially Diana, to help her. The writers didn't try to fix her flying problem before this because they wanted to hammer home that she's still someone who still lacks certain abilities and she still needs her friends to support her. Chariot never found the last word, which literally meant connect with other people and your dreams will grow, because she never thought to expand her dream to more than just herself. That's why it's both Akko and Diana that stopped the nuke, because their relationship embraces the meaning of the last word. By allowing your dreams to be bigger than just yourself, you can reach heights that were never possible. And the proof of that philosophy is the show itself and Studio Trigger. To produce such a high production work like Little Witch, you need other people of diverse skill sets, but that also come from similar places of inspiration. Dan and Akko are also a lot like that to me, with their strong bond coming from their shared love for Shiny Chariot and respect for one another's abilities. Dan and Akko to me are examples of what we need to change within ourselves to reach our goals, and their relationship is proof that we need other people in order to do it. Plus, they look pretty damn cute together. Who can deny that?